Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Aquarius August 8, 2022. Warmth may be lacking somewhat in the first half of the day, with an awkward Venus-Saturn aspect in play, but it shouldn't stop you from making sincere gestures towards others. You might recognize that any coolness expressed by others is likely rooted in insecurities and rise above it. It can be a time for adjusting your approach to getting what you want by adding some strategy to the mix. Otherwise, you're in the right frame of mind to make opportunities for yourself, mainly related to work and home developments. You have been experiencing one of the most significant karmic periods around your personal and romantic life. Mighty Saturn, our great taskmaster planet, has been staunchly standing like a monolith within your solar fifth house of true love, passion, and fertility. This cycle continues until March of 2023 and is teaching you a few different things. First, if single, it has made it harder to line up suitors who ignite your heart unless you have decided to pursue someone more mature than you. If committed, you could be juggling children, or if without kids, you could be struggling to maintain the spark in your union. Use this energy to work toward what you want most now. Money matters are not always a thing of the past, but your mentality can be. You may not be able to erase past purchases or financial blunders, but you can transform your financial mentality during the first quarter moon in Scorpio. Let go of your poor budgeting habits, scarcity mode mindset, and any shadow side qualities of Scorpio relating to money. As you move forward, use the lunar energy to radically assume more power over how you appraise your financial matters. Believe it or not, you can become financially empowered. Your imagination and creativity may feel blocked, due to powerful emotions that are suddenly rising up from within. Perhaps you feel as if the truth of your reality is finally catching up to you. Previously you may have relied on your creative fantasies to bring you out of such slumps. Now you feel shoved up against the wall with no way to escape. The truth is, however, that there is an escape. Use your powerful emotions as fuel for your creativity. Be honest with how you feel. The truth will set you free. Your advice is in great demand. Because of your high energy levels, you are happy to comply, but take care not to give too much of yourself. You might suffer a burnout and lose interest in others. It's fine to ask others to return the favor. Ultimately, relationships work best when give and take are done in equal measure. It's so nice to find people who think like you do. Enjoy your lively back and forth, but be aware that you can carry that sarcasm too far. Others, even kindred spirits, might take you seriously. As soon as you arrive on the scene you find that rivals seem to fade from view. Maintaining a natural approach helps you get the attention from any potential admirers. Make the most of your desirability and appeal, but be sure you don't overdo the swagger. Any exaggerated conduct can quickly become a turn-off. Events in the news might have you questioning some of the intellectual and/or spiritual values that you've embraced for much of your life. Don't freak out over this. It's healthy to question some of your concepts, no matter how well cherished. It might do you some good to look into whatever is causing you to question your beliefs. Books, magazines, and lectures might help you come to terms with what's happening. And vibration is in the air today. This energy will see you communicating exceptionally well with others, making it an opportune time to make some progress professionally. Whatever it is that you do, don't hesitate for a moment to bring your ideas and talents out into the open with this influence happening. You generally don't have any trouble expressing yourself, but taking the spotlight may be challenging. Don't allow fears or shyness to hold you back on this day. You are sure to shine. Too much focus outside of your emotional realm could have a negative impact on a romantic relationship. But where love and intimacy are concerned, be willing to summon confidence and be more impulsive rather than stick to comfortable, safe, passionate goals. Where it comes to daring to be different now with matters of the heart and flesh, trust that the universe has your back. Venus connects with Pluto, but Pluto's magic involves destroying and rebuilding. So, with Venus affecting reputation and status swiping Pluto influencing your emotional foundations, issues relating to security and stability are bound to arise. But Pluto's also on a mission to help you spill some emotional beans. A no-holds-barred chat or exchange about what makes you feel insecure may be the first step of this far-reaching, transformative process. Our eyes in the sky. In the pre-dawn hours, the Sagittarius moon opposes Mars in Taurus. This influence stimulates irritation. However, we're more likely to bottle our feelings up instead of expressing them properly. It's natural to hold a grudge now, justifying our moodiness around situations that occurred in the distant past. If we are angry, discussing to clear the air may not be the best course of action right now. Instead, release aggression through physical activities, especially those which involve working with your hands. Crafting with natural materials or assuming construction projects can help us to regain a sense of control over our immediate environment. When we feel less helpless, we will begin to calm down. We're all likely to wake up feeling intuitively sharper and maybe even more creative than usual. But there could be a heavy emotional shift when the moon conjoins Pluto, and we'll have to take care not to overreact to any overpowering feelings. The psychic embellishments from earlier will remain very prominent, but you'll have to be cautious not to let them affect you too much. Avoid having arguments centered around any jealousy you may feel. It could make someone feel unjustly guilty or intimidated. Also be very aware of any negative self-talk, because it could also lead to desperate actions you later come to regret. There could be power struggles or issues with others who want to dominate us. If you feel like someone is pushing you to make a decision you aren't ready to make, take a step back and reassert your boundaries. You don't have to rush through your emotions to satisfy someone else's whims. Any negative energy that's been hovering around you could hit twice as hard when the moon sextiles Neptune tonight. The energy could affect your sleep and make you feel exhausted. In the morning, the moon squares Chiron in Aries, forcing us to confront repressed anxieties. We are emotionally stoic under the Capricorn moon, preferring to avoid conflict by busying ourselves with duties and responsibilities. There's a battle waging here between our inner elder and our inner child. We may be attempting to emulate the style of an older person in our youth who dismissed our creativity. And now, we are acting as the same gatekeeper for our wounded psyche. The best way to navigate these energies is to begin talking to ourselves in a new way, thereby acting as our protector instead of our worst critic. Following this, the Taurus Sun trines Pluto in Capricorn, helping us to tap our magic and personify self-esteem. By firmly standing our ground and advocating for our principles, we become authority figures in our own right. Subsequently, others treat us differently, affirming that we have all that we need within ourselves to embrace our agency. Relationships with superiors, bosses, and those in institutions should be farewell at this time. People in positions of power acknowledge our tenacity and dedication to excellence, helping us to rise further on the hierarchical totem pole.